Hello students, welcome to my channel. You might have seen many events organized in your school. Out of these events, some events are organized for entire country like Olympiad and some sport events. Do you know how these events are organized in successive mode? For organizing these events in successive mode, power is distributed among some distinguished people or distinguished organization according to their strength or according to their level. Similarly, for running the government in successive mode in any country, especially in large country, power is distributed among different levels of the government like central government, state government, and in some countries in local government also. This type of distribution of power is known as federalism. Today I will teach you about federalism, which is class 10th chapter 2 of democratic politics. If you are new on my channel, then hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my new videos. I will teach you this topic in parts for making you understand the federalism concept precisely. Let us overview the points of this part of federalism topic. First, I will teach you what is federalism. In this, I will teach you about the meaning of federalism, difference between federal and unitary government. In this, I will teach you how many types of governments are there on the basis of distribution of power. Then features of the federalism and types of the federalism. First, we will see what is federalism or meaning of federalism. For knowing about federalism concept precisely, you must recall power sharing chapter topic distribution of power on the vertical basis. If you didn't watch my power sharing video, make sure to watch it first. Link is given below. Federalism is the form of the government where power is distributed among different levels of the government, like in central government, then in a state government, then in local government. In India like country, power is distributed among these three levels of the government. That's why you see that in India, the organs of the government work in these three levels. Do you know the organs of the government? This legislative, then executive, then judiciary. You see, at the central level, legislative is parliament, executive is president and prime minister, and judiciary is Supreme Court. At the state level, legislative is state legislative, assemblies, state level executive is governor and chief minister, judiciary is state high courts. At the local level, legislative is Gram Sabha and municipalities. Executive is Sarpanch, municipal, councillor. Here, judiciary, district courts, and subordinate courts. So you see that these three organs work at different level of the government in their own jurisdiction. Nobody will interfere in others' matter. So federalism means the distribution of power among different levels of the government according to their jurisdiction. Now we must know the differences between unitary and federal form of government. On the basis of distribution of power, governments are categorized into two types: unitary form of government and federal form of government. For knowing about the differences between these two, we must make three columns: areas of differences, unitary form of government and federal form of government. First area of difference is power. Here in unitary form of government, power is concentrated in one hand, that is in central government. But in federal form of government, power is not concentrated in one hand. Power is distributed among two levels or three levels of the government. In India, it is distributed among three levels of the government: central, states, local. Then second area of difference is government, means how the government is run. Here government is run by central government, but in federal form of government, government is not run by only the central government. It is run by central government, state governments and local government. Now the third area of difference is passing the order. In this, center will pass the order to states and states will have to follow all the instruction given by center. Their states will pass their own orders. Now we will discuss about the features of federalism. First is different tiers of the government or different levels of government. As we have been discussing from the beginning, that in federalism there are different levels of government. In India, there are three levels of government: central, state and local. Each tier has its own jurisdiction, means each level will work in their own area of power. They will not go beyond their jurisdiction. They will not interfere in others' jurisdiction. Like central government will work in its own jurisdiction, state government will work in its own jurisdiction. Simultaneously, the local government also will work in their own jurisdiction. Jurisdiction of each level is specified in the Constitution. What kind of work will be done by central, or will be done by a state, or will be done by local government, all things is mentioned in Constitution. In Indian Constitution, there are three lists for lawmaking: union list, state list and concurrent list, about which we will discuss later. How the Constitution is, what the intention of any law is, all things will be mentioned by courts. That's why in many federal countries, courts are also called as custodian of Constitution. The highest court acts as an umpire if disputes arise between different levels of the government. Means if dispute arise between two states or between a state and center, in this condition, the highest court or Supreme Court will take the final decision. Source of revenues are clearly specified. What are the sources of revenues for central government, state government as well as local government? All things are mentioned in Constitution. The federal system has dual objectives or dual aim. First is unity of the country, and second is giving respect to regional diversity. So there are two aspects of federalism: mutual trust and agreement to living together. Types of the federalism. There are two types of federalism: coming together, holding together. In coming together federalism, all states have equal power. But in holding together federalism, all states do not have equal power, means unequal power. Coming together federalism, all states are strong as center. But in holding together federalism, all states do not have same power as center, means center has more power. Here for all states separate constitution. In holding together, all states will follow only one constitution that is made for center, means only one constitution. The example of coming together federalism is USA, Australia, and Switzerland. Here examples of holding together federalism is India, Spain, and Belgium. In coming together federalism, all states enjoy equal share of power, but in holding together federalism, all states will not enjoy the equal share of power. According to their needs, they will enjoy their power. Some states have more power and some states have less power. At the time of emergency, central government's decision will be considered as the main decision. Some states have some special status also. Let us do the quick revision. First, we discussed about what is federalism. Federalism is the government where power is distributed among different levels of the government. Then we discussed about difference between unitary and federal form of government. In unitary form of government, power is concentrated in one level of government, that is central level of government. But in federal form of government, power is not concentrated in one hand. Power is distributed among different levels of the government. Then in unitary form of government, central government will pass order to a state government. But in federal form of government, central will not pass order to states. Then features of federalism. In federalism, different tiers of governments, they will work in their own jurisdiction. Their jurisdiction is mentioned in Constitution. Court will interpret the Constitution. The final decision will be taken by the court if dispute arises. Then there are two objectives of federalism. One is mutual trust and second is agreement for living together. Then types of federalism. There are two types of federalism. Coming together. In coming together federalism, all levels of government have same power. In holding together federation, all states do not have same power. Thank you for watching my video. Very soon we will meet in next class.